guys, so today I'm doing my June TBR. I've already read one book this month, and that was Girl Boss by Sophia Amoruso. I watched the TV show last month and I fell in love with it, and I fell in love with her, and I'm considering starting up my own business at some point in my life, like in the near future, and I just needed a big sort of kick up the arse, and that's exactly what this book was. I recommend it to literally any girl, not even girls actually, like seriously, if you remove the word girl boss from like every second sentence, it could be about anyone. Like it's directed at women, but it's not about women, if that makes sense. So yeah, I recommend this mainly to women, but like literally anyone who feels like they need to kick up the butt. Especially in their youth where, you know, everyone's sort of like trying to save and trying to travel and all this shit, and this is just a sort of like, this is how you do it kind of book, and it is so fucking good. I'm not gonna like, I'll talk a lot more about it in my review, but this is fucking do it. The next two books everyone will be excited about, so I'm planning to read the whole of Court of Thorns and Roses trilogy. I only have the first two at the moment. I will buy the third one when I get around to it. I'm trying to save money, and so I'm like, okay, if I don't get to it this month, then I won't buy it this month. I am a little bit, I've just started a Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm really liking it. So far I like it better than Throne of Glass. I think Favour is really cool. I'm really intrigued. I definitely see the Beauty and the Beast stuff in the first couple of chapters, but I've been told that after that it totally like veers off track. But yeah, I'm really keen to read these two. After that, I am planning to read The Mothers by Brit Bennett. She was one of the women that I met at the Sydney Writers Festival, and she is fantastic. She signed my book, which is really sweet. If you want to see the Sydney Writers Festival video, I'll link it down below. And I also plan on doing a signed books video once my books are all unpacked. I'm moving house right now, but once that is done, I will do that video for you when I have access to all of my books. This is about a girl and sort of the community she lives in, and she lives in a sort of, I think it's a majority black town, but she basically lives in a very, so it says, she lives in contemporary black America in a very sort of Christian town, and she falls pregnant at a young age and decides to have an abortion. And that is very early on in the book, so it's not a spoiler, but the book is about the aftermath of that and how that affects her for the rest of her life, really. And that sounds awesome. I'm really keen to read this. I've seen it on the shelf a lot of times, and it's definitely been on my TBR, and then I saw Brit Bennett and I didn't really connect the dots until they actually held up her book and said The Mothers, and I was like, oh my god. I'd gone to the event to see people like Rupi Kaur, not Brit Bennett, but she was actually so awesome. She was so inspiring, so I really want to get to her book soon. The next book I plan to read is This Savage Song by V. Schwab. The second book is coming out this month. I was going to read it, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough time. But either way, I will get to the second book this month or next month. But yeah, I definitely need to read the first one first. You know, that's how series work. So this one is basically about, I don't even know what it's about. I know it's about monsters and music. I have like 4 V. Schwab books on my bookshelf. I haven't read any of them. And given the second one of this was coming out, I was like, hey, why not get on that bandwagon? So I plan to read this one. The other books I plan to read this month are Doing It by Hannah Witten. This has been on my TBR for the last couple of months. I thought it was coming out in like April, and then it didn't. It came out in May, but then in May I was too busy to read it, so I plan to read it in June. I'm really keen to read that one actually. I think it's going to be really nice. I love Hannah so much. I'll link her channel down below. But Hannah is just an amazing YouTuber, and I think the book Doing It is so important to read. So yeah, I'm really excited to do that. Another book, I'm considering reading My Cousin Rachel by Daphne du Maurier, just because the movie's coming out. I read Rebecca last year, and I absolutely loved that. I highly recommend Rebecca, but yeah, the movie's coming out of My Cousin Rachel, and so yeah, I'm definitely considering reading that one soon. So that is my TBR for the month. It's a bit all over the place, but I have a couple of books I'm like set on, and then a couple of that are a bit maybe, so we'll see. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what book you are most excited to get to this month. For me, it is probably, it would have been Girl Boss, but seeing as I've already read that, I'm gonna go with The Mothers. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye!